Hello guys, welcome to this video. Today I'm gonna be making a series called a Living World AI system where the AI they have a daily routine. Like the AI goes to a house for like 9 o'clock, 6 o'clock, just laying in bed, then get up, then go some work and go to get some cafe, which is what I'm gonna do. So anyways, if let's start the series by creating a character. As you can see, I already built a map and a script right here. I'll just close it. A map right here. Build a map first. Right now, what I have is the house. I have the workplace. You can go and enter it right here. Boom. All of this I got from free models, by the way. If you don't see it, because I'm not a builder or anything. But anyways, this is the cafe. So I got this map. I also got made this simple building with some trees and stuff. Make it um more lively, more alive. So anyways, after all that, make sure you add this waypoint. All right, just put it in a works. Just put it in the workspace. We're gonna organize it maybe in the next episode, but just put it. And then when you put it, make sure you name it. Like for example, this is a house. We put it in front of the house model. And also important thing, make sure you right click the model and show orientation indicator. This will show if it's going in front, the character. If the character is going in front. If it goes like in the back like this, that means the character will like look at the house and stuff. Alright. Just make sure you place this individually. And this one is for the house. And I got one for the workplace as well right here, as you can see. Make sure you name it work. House is there. And the cafe is also in front right here. Make sure you do that. And yeah, boom. So we're gonna be spawning in the middle. Just make sure you can spawn as well. So yes, this is what I have now. Now after all that, make sure you get your characters. If you how you can get it is by going to the folders. As you can see, I have this. Make sure you name the folder called Living NPCs, and just make it simple. Make an R6 characters. Right now I have the noob. Look at that, the noob right here moving. The noob, and then if you already make this, name it, and then make sure it have the humanoid root part. Make sure it's humanoid root part and get the humanoid as well. After that, then we can just go back and just put in our replicated storage. All right, because that's where we're gonna clone it and position it into our eh, um position the C frame to be like in the parts that we place right here. All right. Anyways, after all that done, make sure you place down a script. You don't need to name it, but I like to name it to keep it organized. I called it routine server, and as you can see here, there's some interesting things. As you remember, this is a series, so there will still be more. As you can see, we're gonna get the variable first. We're gonna get the noob, which we have, and we're gonna clone it. We're gonna parent it, so we're gonna parent it to the workspace so that obviously it's gonna be existed. And we're gonna be positioning the C frame, the NPC, to the house C frame, which is the part where we, as I said, place it, and then we just position it a bit to get some height advantage. And now this is the important part. You can schedule the format like this, like got a routine and can use the time. Right now at 6 o'clock, I'm in this location called workspace.house. At 9, you instantly go to work. So 3 hours basically. Another 3 hours you're going to the cafe. So yes, basically like a normal day job. Now we're gonna get the world clock, which is in game hour. The current hour right now is 6, so that means that it's gonna be in the house. That is gonna start the character starts being in the house. Now as you can see, we made a function where you can move the location and we get the parameters from get the NPC and the location as well. So we got the NPC, we need to get the humanoid root part, and we just get the C frame, we get the location as well. Position the C frame so that they can move around for this routine. And yeah, after that we're gonna get the main loop, the core loop right here. We're gonna get we're gonna toss dot spawn this, and while through do make sure you put this 3 seconds. As you can see here from my calculations, 3 seconds is equals to 1 hour in game. So this is 6 o'clock. If you do 3 hours, then that means it's gonna be like uh okay, 9 seconds right here. So 9 seconds until the next activation, which the NPC will go to work. And let me continue. We get the entry. Get the we're gonna get the time, the value of the time, and yeah, just get the time and then get the current hour. Then we're gonna move that to the location, which we already do right here. Get the workspace NPC and the location of the entry. And after that, current hour is plus equals to 1. Now, if it goes like over 24 hours, then it will go back to 1 a.m., I guess. To 1 a.m., and then we'll just restart back to 3 seconds again. I think that's a good explanation for this code, and I'm gonna be giving you guys a rested. So we're gonna play. As you can see, it's gonna start out in the house right here, and then it should spawn into the workplace. Where is it? There you go. Workplace, as you can see, at like 3 o'clock. There we go. It faces in front, and then it goes to the cafe after a little bit, like 9 seconds. Boom, to the cafe, and it will take 6 seconds to go back to the work. And boom, it is. And just gonna go back to work, and that's gonna go back to the house after 9 seconds. And boom, there you go. Took long enough. After the house, then we're just gonna keep going, repeating the loop. After the house, we're just gonna wait a little bit. This is gonna be long though. Just gonna take a bit. Hola, noob. Hola. Hola. You can make this transparent, by the way. I like to keep it visible for you guys to see the part clearly. But anyways, you can see it's there. And then it's gonna go to the workplace. Because, you're just sleeping around, sleeping. Oh, there we go. It spawned back. That means he wake up. Oh my god. And then boom, he's going back to work, and then it's just gonna keep repeating this loop all over again. To work, and then go to the cafe for a bit. There we go, to the cafe. Let's click model, advanced, collision groups. As you can see here, let me close this. You can see that I disabled the NPCs and the players. I disabled the intersection of it so that it doesn't, So yeah, after that, then we're just gonna go and get our players. Before we do anything, we have to script the collision. As you can see here, we have the 2 scripts right here. The routine service and the collision. The collision is the new one. If you want to see the default for the routine server, check out the first episode. Link in the description. Okay, after that, we're gonna go to routine server first. We have to find the physics service and the pathfinding service, because what we're gonna do in this episode is getting the animation, avoiding the obstacles, and making the players walk instead of actually teleporting them. So which is why we're gonna do this. Alrighty, so we're gonna get the service, pathfinding service, and physics service. Then after that, we're gonna get a function called disable collisions, and then we're gonna call the model. We're gonna check all, like literally all the parts of the model. Then we're gonna check if it's we're gonna loop, and then we're gonna check if it's a base part. And then if it is, then we're just gonna set it to the NPCs. Then we're gonna go to before we do anything, we have to call the function, as I said. So we're gonna call the function. We do disable collisions under the NPCs tab when we're cloning it. And yeah, just call the NPC here. Alright, after that, we're gonna go to collision. How you get collision is just clicking the service script service, click script, and add the object called script, then get it. You can name it, it's optional, but I name it as collision to make it better. Anyways, I get the players and the physics service. I get the player so that it can detect when the player is joining and detect when the character is loaded. And we're gonna get the physics service, obviously for good purposes, to get the collision group. And yeah, basically the same thing as the routine service. We're just gonna loop through all the parts of the character, we're gonna check, and we're gonna get it. We're gonna set it with the part. Alright, after that we're gonna get the pathfinding service, because obviously just getting the collision is not gonna be enough for this routine server. Because why would we want the NPC to teleport from here all the way to there? Why don't we just make him walk? Doesn't it make it feel unrealistic? Which is why we're just gonna add a good pathfinding service. And we're gonna make an animation. Before we do action, we're gonna make an animation. So as you can see here, I got this NPC, living NPCs. You remember the living NPCs from where we place it inside the replicated storage. So just gonna place it there, and then we have the noob here. Then after that we got these two animations here. It's brand new here. So make sure you get the animation. This one is for the idle and this one is for the walk. You can just create the animation and then yeah, you can name it. I like to name it so that it can feel better, you know, walking if the NPCs is walking, and the idle when the NPCs is staying into one of those parts, you know, just minding their own business. Anyways, as you can see, I've already made the animation, but you can make the animation by clicking avatar, animation editor, avatar, animation editor, then you can set up all these things. Then you can, you know, publish it to Roblox, but make sure the set animation priority is to action. Make sure you do that or not, or else it will probably not work. I don't know, I'm not an animator. I took the animation from the toolbox, by the way, so yeah, I'm not a good animator. If you can create it yourself or anything. But anyways, after we get this animation, what we're gonna do is get the animator. It's gonna be the heart of all the things. So instead of you doing the humanoid colon load animation, we're gonna do animator colon load function. Load animation. So we're gonna get the animator here inside the humanoid. And yeah, you can just do it by inserting the object called animator. Animator, as you can see right there. Alright, after that's finished, after you've done that, let me put this back to replicated storage. Then after that, we're gonna be continuing. So you can copy all this. You can follow what I did right here. I'll be explaining it one by one. So as you can see here, we're just gonna clone it. I already explained it before. So we're just gonna go here. We're gonna get the humanoid and the humanoid root part. Then after that, this is from the first episode. We're just gonna get the routine, the current hour. Then this one's actually kind of brand new. Instead of you just teleporting, we're gonna replace all that with the moving system. So we're gonna get the humanoid and the humanoid root part. Then we're just gonna check if there's none. If there's none, then we'll return it. Then after that, we get the humanoid. We're gonna be finding the humanoid, then get to the animator. After that, we're gonna get the animation, the walk animation. We're just gonna get the NPC and the walk. As you can see right here, as I said, we make sure it's the same as what you name. So this one is walk for me, and this one's idle break. Alright, now let's continue. After you done that, then we're just gonna get the loading animation. Then we're gonna start if it's walk. If the NPC is walking, then we're gonna play it. As you can see here, if walk track, then walk track column play, it will play, I guess. And then make sure you stop the idle track, and then yeah. Then now this one's very important. As you can see here, I made this for customization. We got the agent radius equals to 2, agent height equals to 5, agent can jump to true and agent can climb equals to true. So what this means is that it's gonna be creating a path. So like we don't want our pathfinding service to go from here instantly to there, because as you can see here, I made an obstacle where they have to go through, so they have to find a shortcut where they can find a better way instead of just being stuck here. We don't want our NPC to be literally stuck here, right? Which is why we're gonna make the NPC be smart. So yeah, just walk, and then it will find the shortest way, then it goes to the shortest area, then just gonna go to the target position and do the rest. So make sure you add the path. Then after you do the path, then we're just gonna compute it with the humanoid root part, with the position of the humanoid root part, and the target, which is the waypoint target, where it's aiming for, the position for it. Anyways, if it's a success, like if it's detected and it can be run, then we're just gonna make it move. So we're just gonna get the waypoints, loop through the waypoints, and then just get the position, move to that position, then do the rest. Then we're just gonna do this thing where we're just gonna warn just in case if there's a problem. Then as you can see, warn pathfinding failed to, for example, work or house. We're just gonna warn it right here in the output. Then after that, we're just gonna get the walk track, and then this one's gonna be playing the idle animations. Pretty self-explanatory here. Anyways, this one's also kinda, it's basically the same, to be honest. You just get the move to location, while tree. By the way, you can change the time here. This is wait 3 seconds, so let me do the calculations. As you can see here, wait for 3 seconds. Wait for 3 seconds is equals to 1 hour. So yeah, you can change it. Like for example, you want it to be 1 second, it will be 1 second per hour. But right now I want it to be 3 because it feels much better stuff. But yeah, you can change it here. You even can change the current hour. You can add it by, I don't know, and that is gonna detect if it's over 24 hours. If it is, then we're just gonna restart it to 1. Alright, I think to be honest, that's it. That's it for this scripting, and we're just gonna play it. Gonna be looking at the output just in case. By the way, if you see the pathfinding failed to house, that means that the NPC just started spawning into that, so it's gonna be failing to find it. Anyways, as you can see here, it finds the shortest area. It goes from the waypoint there to going here, avoiding the obstacles, and going to the area, going here. And as you can see, it plays the idle animation, and it's gonna go to that area right there. As you can see, to the cafe. Yeah, to be honest, that's it. But don't click off yet, because there's another one. I actually kind of forgot. If you want to customize like the walk speed, then you can just go to the noob, to the humanoid of the noob, then you can pick the walk speed. The default one is 16, but right now I made it 10 because I want it to be slow. And check the collision. As you can see here is the GUI, where we're gonna see the time. I will give examples like this. As you can see right here, 6 a.m., 7 a.m. Gonna keep increasing, 8 a.m. Then when it reaches 8 a.m., it will go into the other office and just walk. Yeah, simple. Then after that, it will let it slide again. 9, 10, 11. There we go, 11 a.m. Then he started to go to the cafe, and yeah, that's gonna be the episode, right? So let's get started. So mm, first of all, we will definitely need a remote event because we need to transfer. We will need to get the time from the script to the local script, which I already make. So what we're gonna do is get the replicated storage first. So make sure you get that. I'll put it here. Make sure you get the replicated storage. Then after that, we need to create a remote event. So yeah, just get the remote event and call it update clock. After you've done that, um, thing which is the gibberish thing, blah 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 blah. You already understand this part. The routine, the current hour. This is very important, by the way. This is gonna be very important for the time. All this until you go to the task.spawn function. Inside it, you will have to insert the update clock and the fire awk lines, and then the parameter will be the current hour, because obviously this is what we're trying to aim for. This is what we're trying to get the clock for, because that's how we get the information right here. So after you've done that, you can now create the GUI. So call it clock UI, insert a local script, and made a time label. I just made it like this, and make sure you name it to time. As you can see my time. If you want to see the properties of my time label, then you get to see here. Alright, I'll just scroll down so that you can get to see. Yeah, this is all my properties right here. And after that, we're obviously gonna go to our local script and then do this. We're gonna get the replicated storage, as obviously, and then the update clock as well. We're gonna get the text, which, so we're just gonna get the time label here. Then after that, we're gonna call the update clock. We just get the suffix and the display hour, which is the current hour we have right now. And then we just do some if statements. If the hour is 0, then display it as 12. If the hours is 12, suffix will be 12 p.m. Will be in p.m. And if it's more than 12, then it will do some calculations. Hour minus 12, suffix to p.m. Then after that, we're gonna get the format. We're gonna get the time, and then after that, we're just gonna do some strings right here. Then we do some comma, get the display hours and the suffix. That's it, to be honest with you. Trust me, there will be more to the series. Comment down below what you want to make. Comment down below if you want more episodes of this. And yes, I will just show you again once again. So 6 a.m. as you can see right there, 7 a.m. right here. Just gonna do that thing, then he'll walk, and as you can see, it displays the time. Be actually be doing some actions. So what we're gonna do, I'm just gonna free cam to make it faster. And as you can see, we're gonna make the NPC sleep. Ah, and then after he sleep, he should get up. There we go. He gets up. He's gonna walk through the doors. I'll just go with him. And then after that, he's going inside, and then he should sit down. There we go, sitting down. And yeah, they're just doing some work, I guess. Some work, and then doing things, I guess. There we go. After he finishes work, he just goes out on the open. And goes inside this cafe. Then, as you can see, he'll just go there, just playing his idle animation. Then after that, He should go back. There we go. He's going back. So yes, this is what we're gonna be making today. So let's get started, right? So I'm just gonna stop playing, and now what we're gonna do is go to routine server, and then what's different now is the action. It used to be like only the time, the location, and yeah, we just get location here. But now what we can, but now add another action that will determine your animation. All right. So we have sleep here. We have work, idle, work, sleep. All right. And then yeah, we just have this normal thing. If you can. Oh yeah. By the way, I changed the idle work. I used to rename it to be idle work, but now it's idle animation. So make sure you can change it. I just change it right here so that it makes it better. But now I made a new function called play act where they're gonna find the humanoid and the animator. If there's none, then they will return it. Then they just do some tracking and stuff. Like if there's anim, then we're gonna play. And in this task.spawn, we're gonna actually change it. We're gonna do something. So we're gonna have some task.spawn. We're gonna have some entry, and then if it's in the current hour, then just gonna move it. Then we're gonna wait for a little bit, 4.1, or you can just add, is it wait 0.1 seconds? I like to do like this, Dennis. Just waiting. There we go, waiting for 0.1 seconds. And then it will play the action, which is the NPC and the entry.action, which is what we made. And now, after you've done that, we're gonna be obviously putting animation. So go to your living NPCs, go to your new, and then as you can see, I inserted 4 animations. This is the idle, and the idle, I play the idle when I'm inside the cafe, uh, and the sleep, which I played during inside the house. I do the walk, which is typical, so you can just keep it like that, and work, which is literally right here. And by the way, this is very important. Make sure your animation name is the same as this. All right, it's the same as the action that you put in the routine. Because one misspelled letter, then yeah, you have to like try to make it function again, and then figure out the problem. So yeah, make sure you do that, and yeah, I think that's it. To be honest, I think that's it. So just have some routine servers and stuff. Yeah, I think that's it. So yeah, and the end product will be like this definitely. So just gonna be going right here. Just have some sleeping noob, and then just gonna walk. All right, just soon. There we go. He's walking. Woke up, and yeah. Comment down below what you want in the next episode, and thank you all so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoy. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you all guys in the next video. Peace out.